Well, Tiago Ribeiro has qualified on pole position for the heats in DD2. Tiago, you have done this before. Just tell me a little bit about this circuit. Does it suit your driving style? Is that why you're on pole?
Yes, I like this circuit, and it's these days are a sunshining day. I like this weather and with the good grip in the track. I think it's also a mixed track with more technical parts and fast parts. And I think normally I make good results on these kind of tracks.
Well, you've sort of answered a question before I've asked it, but I'm still not sure. Let me put it to you a different way. Are you strongest in the technical, challenging parts of the circuit, or strongest in straight line speed? Or maybe the blend of the two?
Yeah, of course we have to be good in the technical part. Otherwise, we can't have speed in the entry of the straights. So I have to be good in the technical parts.
Qualifying competition is one thing. You've won it. You're there. You're number one. Can we convert this to victories throughout the heats, and more importantly, victory in the final on Sunday?
I will give my best. It's a good starting position, the best one, of course. I know the other guys, the other drivers are very strong. I know it will be very tough. Also, this is my first time in this track, but I will give my best and try to win.
Well, it's our big name, Ben Cooper, who's qualified on pole position in seniors. Ben, you probably are the most experienced driver in terms of your overall karting. You've been racing karts at the very top level. Do you see this particular feature, qualifying on pole position for the heats of round 3 of the Euro Challenge, as significant, or is it just one of those things you'll be racing tomorrow and it's just another race?
It's definitely significant. This weekend's a very important weekend for us. Me and Peter Kalman and the team have put a lot of effort in since Wackersdorf. We've been out in the kart probably every other week. So all the work and the hard work that we've put in has paid off by putting it on pole position. Obviously there's still a long way to go. So we'll see what happens tomorrow in the heats and then Sunday in the finals.
So do I read into that, although you're a Rotax World Champion, a Rotax European Champion, you're here to win another title, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not here to finish second, that's for sure. Yeah, at the start of the year, obviously I started off with the year with a win, my first race back in Rotax. I was a bit lucky that weekend. And then Wackersdorf, we done well with 2 podiums in the pre-final and final. And so yeah, I'm leading the championship, and obviously being in pole position in the championship and being in pole position this weekend, I want to win and want to win the championship.
Well, in the Masters class, it's Mikko Line from Finland who's won the qualifying competition. He starts the heats from pole position. But Mikko, a little bit different in Masters in the sense that it's a small grid. Other than the psychological advantage, is it so good to have qualified on pole position? Less important, or how do you read it?
Of course, it's obviously a little bit less important because of such a small grid. But of course, getting on pole, it's always the target. So in that sense, it's always important.
Just tell me, I'm a non-kart racer, never have raced karts. Are you able to take a big psychological advantage saying, hey, before we do any racing, I know I'm faster than these other guys?
Yeah, of course it matters, but especially here when the track is a little bit dirty when you go out from the driving line. So having an inside starting position is really important here.
Just let me take you back to round 2 at Wackersdorf. You're the championship leader. The championship points accumulation has gone well, but I know you were frustrated. It could have been better in Wackersdorf. Do you carry that forward any, or was that just another race and hey, we just do what we can here?
Of course, for a moment it felt quite sad to lead the last lap and then drop out from the podium, but it's gone. We just have to concentrate on what we are doing now and win the pre-final and final here.
It's the 2009 Rotax Junior World Champion Ukyo Sasahara from Japan, who's made pole position throughout the heats in juniors. Leads the championship by a big margin, and yet You've not been to this circuit here before in Denmark, is that right?
Yeah, I not been to Denmark before, but I've been to this weekend. I think this track is a little bit for me difficult, but very interesting.
In what way is it a little difficult? Is it the challenging sections in the middle that are difficult?
Yeah, very difficult.
Do you prefer a track that is fast and flowing, or do you like the challenge of the difficult parts?
Yeah, in the S sections, very rhythm is very difficult, and axle and brake very difficult.
So were you surprised that you've qualified on pole position, won the qualifying competition? Was that a little bit of a surprise?
Yeah, there was surprise, but I think in the non-qualifying practice, is my time is 53.9, but in qualifying 50.0, and I'm not a little bit happy, but I'm not sure.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Let me take you to the championship. You lead the championship. You haven't dropped any points in the championship. Do you feel that this is your championship? You can go out and win this weekend and sweep the championship?
Yeah, and this race is very important, and this is championship for me. If I will take that win, yeah, I will champion. Yeah, I do my best.
And that means a lot to the folks back home in Japan. A lot of difficulties in Japan this year. That would be a real boost, a real lift, yeah?
Yeah, I hope. Yes.
Okay. We wish you well, Ukyo. Ukyo Sasahara.